What's up, y'all? Gonna be attempting to saute some baby Dutch yellow potatoes and some white blancs mushrooms in the van. I'm watching the new TV series Monsters. Pretty freaking good. I don't have a sink, so you're gonna see how I do this. Now let's see. The van's kind of a mess. I went and did some grocery shopping today, but I'll show you how I do the no sink thing, you know? So I gotta clean this thing. It always gets, if you don't clean the water off it, it gets kind of rusty or whatever, but yeah. Keep that nice and dry if I can. So no sink means you have to use water bottles, empty water bottles like this, or plastic bags. And for the tuna, I buy these quart-sized bags. Just open it and then dump her in there and squeeze all that out. Just rinse this out a little bit. I'm parked by the zoo, by the way. You'll see people walking by. Hello. So pour a little water in there. Just break it up. The reason I buy this great value tuna fish is because it's got bigger chunks of tuna compared to like chunk Starkist, which you would think Starkist is name brand, it's better, but I'll do a comparison if you really want. Just leave a comment, but it's definitely not as good as the great value. Trust me, I eat enough tuna fish. I know these things. I'm gonna drain this again. So just rinsing off some of the salt and whatever else is on there. Squeeze. And that's it. It's ready to, I don't usually cook it, but since I'm already cooking everything else, I might as well just cook it. So let me put this in the bowl. Then I put this in there, and then this is my sink and trash. Ready to dump. See that? Pretty cool, hey? The long, painful process of cutting the potatoes. I'm just going to slice them really thin so they cook better. And I bought some Kerrygold butter. It's a healthy butter. A little more expensive, but it tastes delicious. And I'll saute this, or not saute, but like cook them in that butter. And then finish off with the mushrooms and some seasoning and all that. I'm gonna peel these. I'm just gonna take like certain parts of it, but I'm gonna wash them. So I have this water bottle. Just spray them down. I'm gonna wipe them off a little bit.
Multiple murder. The law, ladies and gentlemen, the law is by a friend, a family member, a parent, and pulling the trigger. Counsel, will you please stop playing? Eric told Craig Signorelli that the murders they committed had just made them try to escape the consequences of their actions.
Just a little bit there, half a stick. And this is just a butane stove, and you know, pretty easy. I've had it for a couple years now. Got the potatoes in there, the butter. We're just gonna stir that. Probably keep this on medium. Keep stirring it until they get a little softer, maybe a little browner. Potatoes are pretty good. I tried a little slice with salt. They're more crisp than like a carrot or something, but nice flavor. But yeah, the reason I bought these today is because I saw a video that they have more potassium than bananas. They've got a lot of good vitamins, whatever, but you know, keeping it simple still. Whole foods. I think the Kerrygold butter has just like a couple ingredients. And then I've got these spices here: onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, and ground cumin. We'll see how. Definitely put the onion and the garlic in there, and maybe a sprinkle of the, get some heat in there. When I'm cooking, I just got to make sure, you know, I always feel up here, there's not a lot of heat coming up here. You know, if you're cooking on high heat and you got paper up here, you probably don't want to cook in your van. But I've tried this. This is like speaker carpet. It's really durable and hard to tear, hard to cut, all that stuff. Butter is melted, so I'm going to add the rest of these. And probably a lot of them are just going to get like softer. But I've never cooked actually potatoes in the van, so we'll see. I imagine it'll just get softer because I can't crisp them all. There's just too many of them. And I saved some butter on the side for the mushrooms. And I'll prep those here once I stir these around. Smells good already. Probably just pull the stems out, or maybe just cut them. You can eat the stems. I don't know. I'll rinse them off too. Get a little trash going here. You got all this. So I usually just like set these aside because I can use them to clean. That's what I was wiping the potatoes off with. Usually I'll spray some cleaner in the pan, wipe it out with those kind of towels, and then use fresh ones to do the final cleaning. Let me just spray all this. Look at this one's brown already. Probably still hard, but I'll try it. Wow. Already has a lot of good flavor. I ain't exaggerating either. That was pretty good. Wipe these puppies off. Oh, the mushrooms I haven't had forever either. I usually don't cook a lot just because it's simple just to make the tuna and be done with it. But I can cook, trust me, you know? Give me a stove, I can follow a recipe pretty good. Alright, now these are all clean enough. I'll just slice this little nub off.
That's the rotten pig, the body under the road. If I still believe in
I have a fire extinguisher over there too, so you know, just in case. I added the spices on there. I added a little bit of each of them on there. Starting to get smoky, and I tried one of them and it's getting there. I'll just cook them until they're tender. I'm getting there though. Tastes pretty good. I probably won't eat all these in one sitting, but I'll save some for tomorrow. So let that sit, brown up some more of those, and should be good for the potatoes. It's been about, I don't know, like 7 to 10 minutes maybe. Potatoes are pretty much done, so I'm going to put them in this bowl so I can cook the mushrooms. The mushrooms will cook a little. Well, maybe I can just do them all together. Yeah. I'll cook the mushrooms in there. And then I just wanted to keep the tuna fish separate so I could eat all the tuna fish in one sitting. That's delicious. Alright. I'm gonna add that butter in there. These should be cooking pretty fast. Now I'm gonna crack some salt over that. Look at that. Wow. These will probably take like, I don't know, 4 minutes to cook till they're tender, depending on how this works in the single pan.
Murder, like, and this thing is, makes me sick. And then they keep
Alright, I think these are good to go. It's been about 3 to 4 minutes. I've just been kind of rotating them like this, and they're getting soft pretty good. So let me put these in this bowl here. Then I'll cook the tuna. These will continue to cook. I should have turned this off. Stove. And then these will continue to cook a little bit longer while they sit. Look at this beautifulness. Alright, let's cook this tuna fish up. Drop her in there. I have this, what's it called? Mrs. Dash. Works pretty well. It's pretty much very similar ingredients. Onion powder, garlic powder, some spice. Like macaroni and cheese, every now and then I'll get macaroni and cheese. Like once a month or once every 5 months or whatever. Cook that in here, and then you add some tuna fish, and it's like an instant tuna fish casserole. So good. This on high, but you can see how low it is maybe. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty low. It means my butane's running out, but I got plenty stored here. Now I think I'll add, no, I'll keep it separate. I was gonna add some of these to that. Yeah, I will. Just a little bit, not all of them. Just to get that flavor of the mushrooms in there. Get all the flavors kind of mixing together. There we go. It's a nice post-workout meal. Usually like to wipe this out a little bit so if there's if I cook black beans in this or something, there's that leftover I don't know, gooiness in there, so I like to wipe it out so it's not so hard to clean next time. So I'm using these old paper towels to do that, wipe it out a little bit. That way I can just spray in there and clean it good. Same with this spoon. You see how the spoon's still wet, so it's easier to clean and wipe off. And I buy specific utensils so they're easy to clean. Like this spoon has no divots in it, so it's easier to clean compared to other ones. Let me scrub this off a little, you know? Alright, that'll be easier to clean later. Alright, let's enjoy the fruits of the labor here. We got the tuna fish and the potatoes, and you know, you could add some color on there, but this looks delicious to me. I was going to show you the butter only has 2 ingredients, cream and salt. That's very good. This sriracha, I'm just going to try a little bit on the potato, but it's got way more ingredients, and it's got sugar and modified starch, all that stuff. Probably not a good thing to consume heavily on, you know? Alright, I got a haircut today. Here's potatoes and mushrooms. I don't know if you can see that. Still tender. I can taste a little bit of cumin in there. I'll do a couple cracks of salt. I got pepper, black pepper in there. I don't know if you can see that. The browning and the seasoning. Let's see. Show you how tender, the tenderness. Okay, that's a thicker one. But it's still tender. And then the mushroom, you can see, still got the little bite in there. Good stuff. Now let's try the tuna. Tuna ain't gonna be nothing special, yeah. We'll see. It's gonna be better than my usual. And you can see I'm probably sweating. Getting a little heated in here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just a little. See that? I don't know if you can see that. Just a little. Just a drizzle right there, see? A little bit. Let's kick it up a notch. Now, pretty good. Definitely like that better. Mushrooms and potatoes, wow. Gotta have your protein though. Gotta stay strong. That's about it. Hope you guys like that. No sink, cooking in the van, trying a new little recipe. Thanks for joining in.